An icon, a megastar, and a pioneer in fashion who has seen and done it all. Apart from one thing, meet me. Today, all of that changes. Welcome to a celebration of the goddess that is Cher.
Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough, no. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough, no.
Now listen, I have loved Cher for as long as I can even remember. From dancing around my mum's kitchen to singing all of her songs on karaoke. It's what I try and do best. However, she has spent the last 6 decades entertaining all of us, from starting out with Sunny to going it alone, getting into acting, and then coming back again with that iconic banger, Believe. Her mantelpiece is literally overflowing. We are talking Oscars, Emmys, Ivor Novellos, the lot, Grammys, she's got it all. And now she is here in London on the trail of her brand new album and the 25th re-release anniversary of Believe. She's just behind those doors. And now it's time for Cher to meet Rylan. I'm so excited.
Come in.
Hi, Cher, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
So nice to meet you.
Nice
How
to
are
meet
you?
you.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh, Cher, thank you so much
Well, you
for
look
having me.
gorgeous too.
Oh, you know, I've put my nice blazer on for you.
Yes.
That's what I've done. Cher, I would say welcome to London, but you've been here a few days now, haven't you?
Yeah, I have.
Have you been enjoying it?
Well, I've kind of just been resting because I'm really bad with jet lag and I kind of still have it a little bit, so. But I'm better. I want to go shopping.
Should we go shopping instead?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Would it be better?
Yes.
Well, listen, I know you love London. I know you
I do.
love the UK.
Yes.
What are your favourite things to do while you're over here? Because every time we know that you're here, everyone goes absolutely mad. So what are Cher's top spots to go to?
Dover Street?
I know you liked a bit of Dover Street. You
Right.
really want to go shopping, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I visit my friends here. I have friends here, Masha and Nebi, and we go to dinner. I never know where we are, but it doesn't make any difference. And, oh, the Victoria and Albert Museum.
The V&A.
And
I
I
was there
heard-
this morning. I've seen all your outfits. It's such a
Are
great
they
exhibition.
good? Are they the good ones?
Babe, they're the good ones. They are the good ones. I'm going to talk to you about them in a bit, because
Okay.
they are the good ones. They had to stop me trying one on.
A little bit short here.
We can do short,
Okay,
can't we?
right, well, yeah.
We can do short.
Right.
Listen, Cher, I know you're over in London because you are promoting your brand new album, and you have really teased us over the years because we've been waiting for a Christmas album from Cher. You said something in 2018, and you went, oh, yeah, I'm thinking about doing a Christmas album. It's now 2023. We've finally got it. Why was now the time to do it for Cher?
I don't know. I really have no idea. I wasn't even planning to do it. I just kept saying yes, but I wasn't really planning. What I wanted to do, if you listen to the songs, they're Christmassy, but they're not like.
I mean, it's not Silent Night, is it, Cher?
No,
Let's
it's
be
not
honest.
Silent Night. It's not your mother's Christmas album.
It's not your mother's Christmas album, absolutely.
DJ play a Christmas song. I wanna be dancing all night long. It's tough outside, but it's love in here. And that's the only thing I want this year. DJ, play a Christmas song. I wanna be dancing, dancing all night long. DJ, play a Christmas song. I wanna be dancing all night long. It's tough outside, but it's love in here. And that's the only thing I want this year.
I want to talk to you about recording a new album, especially it being a Christmas album. Did you have a standout moment where you went, we're onto something here, guys?
Well, when I heard DJ, I thought, well, this is great. But I picked the songs, and then I had a couple of people that gave me some songs and said, you know, do you like these? And I thought, yeah, these will go. But what happened was all the songs kind of didn't go together, you know. But after I finished it and I was thinking, I played it and all my friends were happy, I was happy, and then I thought, but what if people don't get it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what if they just want Silent Night?
No, Cher, we got it.
Okay.
I love it. It's Cher at Christmas.
Right.
It's not a Christmas song.
No.
It's Cher's Christmas song.
Right. I kind of think of this as a Cher Christmas album.
Yeah, well,
and that's
exactly what it is.
And I guess I was just ready to do it now.
Yeah. Well, we're so glad you did. 2023's just had an uplift, let me
Good.
tell you. It really, really has. And there's something so wonderful about this album. It's very nostalgic as well, because we need to talk about the track, Baby, Please Come Home. On the track with you.
I know.
Was this a no-brainer for you?
Well, I wouldn't have done it if she hadn't done it with me. But when I called her, I said, Darlene, I want to do it. And she said, I mean, she's so up for everything. She went, yes, yes, of course, I'll be out there.
The fact that you've had that full circle moment of performing on the track with her.
Right.
Now she's performing on the track with you. Could you ever believe if I was to tell 17-year-old Cher, listen,
No.
between you and me, in 2023,
Never.
she's going to be on your song?
Never, never.
Need you, I need you. Oh, baby, come on home, come on home.
So how does Cher get in that mindset to go, right, I'm going to record an album? What do you do to prepare to start recording?
Well, my teacher, because I hadn't been singing in a long time and it wasn't good, so my teacher, who's 96,
I'm sorry, what?
96.
96?
Yes, Adrian Angel. She came out from New York and she just whipped my voice into shape. She's kind of tough. And then I did it.
And it's here.
Yeah,
And we've got it.
I know.
And looking at the photo of Darlene, we can see this lovely photo next to it as well of you and your lovely mum.
Yes.
I am so sorry because your mum did sadly pass.
Right.
And I know that hit you quite hard.
I wasn't sad because, you know, she wouldn't have wanted to be the way she was. I know that because I obviously knew her so well. And so I think that it's like, sometimes I go, oh, I gotta call Mom. It's so weird, like you go, oh, I have to, oh, I should ask Mom. But
Yeah.
but it's like I'm not sad in any kind of way because I'm so happy that she's can be herself again.
What would she have thought of this Christmas album? What would she say now, do you think, seeing you here?
Oh, I know she loves the album. Wherever she is, I know she loves it. You know, my mom was just amazing, kick-ass woman, funny and talented. She just was hysterical. Like, I'll tell you, this is kind of my mom. I came home one day, my mom was on the roof, and I said, Mom, what are you doing? She said, well, we lost some shingles, and she had nails in one hand and the hammer in the other, and so she was fixing them.
I mean, this sounds very familiar to someone I know. My mum.
Really?
I came home one day, Cher, and she was on my roof getting leaves out of the gutter. She's 71.
Well, look, they're a pair.
I mean, these two, they'd have a right load to talk about, I tell you.
My mother was very glamorous for a mom. You know, she was really great. She was very supportive, and I wasn't very good in school, and so she kept saying, you know, well, don't worry about it. You know, you'll be able to do something else. And I wasn't very pretty, and she said, oh, don't worry about it. And you know, she was pretty supportive.
Did your mother want to be in show business as well?
Yeah, she really did.
She tried to be an actress, but she was really more successful model, and I would look at my mother when she got dressed to go out, and she was just unbelievably beautiful.
Did your mother embarrass you when you were a kid?
All the time. But I think I embarrass my children, too. I kind of think it's a mother's
No.
duty to embarrass her
Is it?
children, yes.
Doing that album, though, must have brought back some really fond memories for you as well when it came down to your mum.
Well, you know, because my mom sang, my grandfather sang and played guitar, my uncle sang. So I didn't think everyone sang, I just kind of thought everyone sang.
Yeah, it was just the norm.
Right. And there was always music in our house, and my mother loved Elvis. And, you know, my mom was so up for anything.
A wonderful woman, she sounded.
Yes. Crazy woman.
She had such an impact on your whole life, didn't she? And that's a really throwaway question to say because most people's parents do, but your mum really was by your side, especially in the later years, wasn't she?
Yes. But also, my mom was so, like, my mom told me a couple of things. First of all, my mom had a 5-year rule. If it doesn't matter in 5 years, it doesn't matter.
Quite a good rule.
Right. And then, you know, I'm dyslexic. So when I was in school, I did badly. And my worst subject was math. And I got a really bad grade. And I came home and I was like, Mom, I'm just so upset. And I thought she was going to be angry. And I said, what am I going to do, Mom? I can't see these numbers. And she said, baby, don't worry. When you get older, you'll have someone to do numbers for you. I was like, okay, Mom.
I mean, she wasn't lying, was she?
No.
Let's be honest. She seemed like she instilled some good values in you, 100%.
She did.
But
Except the one thing that she did say to me one time.
Go on.
It showed how kind of old-fashioned she was. I wanted to make this movie, but I didn't have the money, and I was thinking, I've got to get the financing, and what a bitch. And so then my mom said, honey, why don't you marry a rich man? And I went, Mom, I am a rich man. So it was like the one time that she kind of missed it.
That was the one time she missed it.
Yeah.
The one time she missed it. But that is, I mean, so many people quote you on that. Saying,
I know.
I am the rich man. It's like a life mantra for people now.
I know, I don't even know where it came from. It just popped out of me.
Came from in there.
Okay.
That's where it comes from, and it's obviously true. You had a beautiful relationship with your mother, but the relationship was rocky at times, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, we were very different I mean, we were the same in some ways, but we were very different in other ways. And we were two really strong women, you know? And when I got to be more grown up, we had
Clashed at times,
arguments.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had arguments. We had some difficult times.
Do you think that made your relationship with your mum stronger in the long run, looking back?
You know, I think it was really strong when I was little and growing up, and then when I was a teenager. But see, it's so strange because I ran away from home when I was 9 years old. I took a horse with my friend
Right, sorry, can we start again? You ran away.
when I was 9.
That doesn't normally start the story with, I took a horse.
No, but I threw away my lunch pail first, and then we were walking, and it was like I didn't know, it was this spur of the moment kind of thing. And we saw this horse in a pasture, so we got on the horse, and then we rode him for as long as the pasture lasted, and then we got off, and I saw a train, and the train's door was open.
Right, everyone else is hearing this story, right? It's not just me. Right, go on.
Okay, and the train's door was open, and I jumped in, and I pulled my friend up, and I was thinking later, or no, I was actually thinking the other day, God, there could have been bumps in there, we could have been killed.
Yeah.
Right. So then we kept going, and then when it started to get dark, my friend, Anita, started to cry, she wanted her mom.
Classic Anita.
So, and I don't know where we were, so far away from mom. So I called my mom and I said, Mom, I'm in San Bernardino. And she went, huh?
Did she ask how you got there? Because if you mentioned a horse and a train, I wouldn't have believed you.
No, I told her. But my mom was really good if something was really terrible.
She just got it and was like, right,
No, right.
we'll
And the
sort
thing
it.
she was most upset about was that I threw my lunch pail away.
Not the running away, the horse, the train.
No, I mean, my mom was very like, that was really adventurous. I wouldn't do it again, but it was interesting.
But you as a child, I mean, you were very ahead when it came down to thinking. You said you wasn't that great at math.
I wasn't great at anything.
But well, you say that. Tell me about this school production of Oklahoma. What happened here, Cher? Because, I mean, to be honest, it seemed like you knew what you were doing.
No, in 5th grade or 4th grade, I can't remember which one, and I wanted to put on Oklahoma.
As you do.
And yeah, like you do. And so I just got a couple of girls and one guy, and we put on Oklahoma. And it must have been so terrible. But my teacher was clapping, and I don't know.
But you had a bit of a lack of guys around for the show, and am I right in saying you played a lot of the boy parts?
Yep.
So, I mean, we had the Cher show, really, from a young age. It just wasn't called that.
Yeah, I was Cher from 5, I think.
Cher from... I think you were Cher from That Horse.
Right, no, I was Cher before. When I got my tricycle, I wanted to go away. I kept thinking, you know what? I've learned as much as I'm going to learn from these people. I need to go.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Right.
Well, actually, you did get to around the age of 16, and you did go.
Yeah.
And you said, I'm going to LA. I'm going
No, I lived in LA.
Yeah, but I'm going out into the big,
Yeah,
big wide
I'm
world.
gonna go to the world, yeah.
I want to be a big star.
No, I didn't think that.
You didn't?
No, I worked at a department store, and one day I was so angry with the department store, I just walked out, didn't pick up my check, nothing. It was like, I'm over you guys. And then I went to work at a candy store, and I really liked it because the old ladies were very nice.
Yeah.
And then I met Sonny, and...
In a coffee shop, is that right?
Yep.
So tell me about
Below a
that.
radio station.
So you just walk into a coffee shop.
And I'm sitting there with my friends, and I had my back to the door, and somebody walks in, and everybody goes, "Hey, Sonny, come and sit with us." And I turned around, and I'm thinking, who is this guy that everybody wants to sit with him? And I saw him. Everybody kind of just drifted away, and I just thought, he's the most interesting person I've ever seen.
They say our love won't pay the rent before it's earned. Our money's all been spent. I guess that's so we don't have a plot, but at least I'm sure of all the things we got. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got flowers.
He did give you your first recording experience, didn't he?
Yes, absolutely.
So tell me a bit more about that.
Well, he wanted to make me a singer because he thought I had potential.
Did you think you did?
Not so much.
Really?
No, not so much. Because if you listen to my beginning records, they're really frightening. They're really, really frightening. I didn't really start to sing well until I met my teacher.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know anything about anything. I just didn't. I just sang, opened my mouth, and just gutted it. But so my teacher really helped me. I mean, Sonny always knew. I mean, there wasn't going to be Sonny and Cher. He wanted me to be Cher, and I just said, I can't do this by myself.
And that's why you did it together?
Yeah,
And you really never thought that you could have done it by yourself?
never. In the beginning, without Sonny, there just could not be Cher because I was like this loose energy, not focused, you know, just kind of wild child.
Yeah, but that surprises me with you. For someone who's so headstrong to run away at 9, we're getting on that horse. That really surprises me that you never thought that you could do
But
that
I
by
was
yourself.
also really shy.
But you worked with him and it got you your first ever #1.
Yeah.
I Got You, Babe. How did it feel for little Cher, Runaway on the Horse, to know that she's got a #1 record?
Well, we wouldn't have had it if we hadn't come here. But it was like we weren't famous when we left home, and Jack Good told us, you go to London, you go to England, they will appreciate you, they will understand you. And we did, and they did.
Can you think of two people who you think of as great lovers?
Sonny and Cher and Sonny and Cher. Sonny and Cher.
When I'm sad, you're a clown. And if I get scared, you're always around. Let them say your hair's too long, 'cause I don't care. With you I can't go wrong. Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb. Babe, I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, told my hand. I got you to understand. I got you to walk with me. I got you to talk with me. I got you to kiss goodnight. I got you to hold me tight. I got you, I won't let go. I got you to love me so. I got you,
We got so famous here when we went back to America, they thought we were English.
No way.
Yeah. So, of course, if you were English in those days in America, you were automatically
Yeah.
a hit.
Yeah, people loved it. They were like, oh, Sonny and Cher from England.
Also, we were one of just a few artists that had 5 songs in the top 20 at one time.
Wow. So, I mean, you weren't just doing it, you were doing it really well.
Well, you know why? They released the songs that we had made that weren't hits, and then after I Got You, Babe, they were hits.
One thing that people really loved about you and Sonny together was the outfits. People loved the clothes that you wore. And back then, I mean, you were hippies before being hippies,
Right.
if that made sense. Did you
My-
feel like that at the time?
No, my friends and I were making the clothes. And Sonny would wear, he was so game, he would wear anything we put on him. And we put on some really bizarre things. But we thought we looked beautiful. And we were,
did?
we were expressing ourselves. And everyone else thought we were really weird because we didn't look like other people. I mean, if you look at the Beatles, when they came over, they had little short hairdos and they
Yeah.
had little round collared, you know. So nobody, like, people thought we were grungy, but we weren't, and we thought we looked beautiful.
I'm looking here at this picture of you. Where's that? You remember?
Studio 54.
Right, Stuff It Plays. Actual Studio 54.
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was great. I was dancing with my friend, and there was no place like it.
Well, I mean, I've heard the legends of it. But
Oh
what
yeah,
was it like
all the
being-
legends were there, but it was the music and people being just free.
Well, I'm in heaven. Seems like heaven. So much in heaven. Take me home. Take me home. Ooh, I wanna feel you close to me. Take me home. Ooh, with you is where I wanna be. Wrapped in your arms.
Like I took Al Pacino there once,
Okay,
and it was
right.
like,
What?
and it was like, I don't think he felt so comfortable.
Right, so let's go back, please, to this night. You walk into Studio 54 with Al Pacino.
And okay,
Come
so-
on, give me the gossip,
okay,
Cher.
So he was in a play, I think it was called Pavlo Hummel, and so I invited him, but when we were leaving, he brought all the guys in the cast, and I thought, okay, well this is fine. So I said, come on, we're going to go to Studio 54, and all the guys in the cast were up, and he was a little bit hesitant, you know, but we got there, and it was fun. But I started dancing, and I don't know what he did, you know.
I'm sitting here and I'm just like, this is just a casual story for you. For
Yeah.
me, I'm like, what?
I've got much better stories.
Not for telly. No. Just between me and you.
No, I've got better stories for telling, but no, they're just too many.
So from the singing, you then got into acting.
Oh, hug him and squeeze him tight. Find out what you wanna know. If it's love, if it really is, it's there in his kiss. How about the way he acts? Oh no, that's not the way. And you're not listening to all I say. And if you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in his
So Cher,
Yeah, babe.
you were shy when you first got into singing. You'd obviously had all of this experience up until this point. So when you've gone into acting, did you go into that with a little bit more confidence than maybe young 18-year-old Cher had?
I think I was too stupid to know. I thought of it as a game, and it was the first time where I didn't have to look at an audience. Like, they were there, but they were just watching. So you didn't like have to look at them and go, how you doing, folks? How am I doing, folks? And the actresses were great, and it was fun. And I never thought of it as work. I just thought of it as playing. In Silkwood, I just thought of it as playing.
But in Moonstruck, you won the Oscar for
I know.
Best Actress.
I know.
We talked about this all day today. What will you do if you lose? What will we do if we win? I said we'll probably have pizza either way, you know. So we were trying to reduce it and make it, you know, not the most important thing in the world.
When I won my Academy Award, I came off the stage, and it's dark. Well, there's a duvetine. It's like a black velvet when you walk off the stage, and you've been in the lights, so you can't see really well. So I walk off, and I go slap into Audrey Hepburn. And it was like, because she's one of my idols. And she just grabbed me and she said, "I'm so happy you won." And then we started being pen pals.
Oh my God.
And it was just great. I'm pen pals with some famous people.
I can tell. How do I get your address?
Huh?
Did you ever think little Cher would be holding an Oscar in her hand?
No. I never thought about an award. Like, Meryl said, Meryl said, you know, you do your work for your work. And then if you get something for it, that's a bonus. But you don't do your work thinking, oh, I'm going to get something for it. You're doing your work, you're doing your craft, you're giving it everything you have. And so that's always what I thought.
You mentioned, obviously, Meryl, the wonderful Meryl Streep. You got to recently work with her again for Mamma Mia.
Yes, I know.
What was that like?
It was great. But I mean, we didn't have scenes together. We only had that ending when we were dancing. But when I did Fernando, everybody was watching. The crew, I mean, the cast was watching. I didn't see them, thank God, but they were all kind of crouched watching. And Fernando was really a good song.
There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando, they were shining there for you and me, for liberty. Fernando, though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. If I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Fernando.
It was funny to do that show. It was fun. But like when they said I was going to play Meryl's mother, I was...
I think, did your heart go in your mouth like, what?
because Meryl's younger than I am. So, and also, I didn't think anybody would care that I was in that movie, you know? But it was fun. Everybody was so much fun.
What's Meryl like?
I've had lots of fun with her. Oh, I can tell you a story.
Go for it.
So Meryl had just had Mamie, and she wanted ice cream. And they lived down, like, between Little Italy and Chinatown. And she said, well, there's an ice cream place across the street. So I said, okay, but Mary Louise, don't you think that it's a little bit dangerous here? And she said, oh, come on, Cher, it's fine. Nobody's going to do anything. So we're walking, and first we see a guy kind of, you know, street guy, just kind of banging cars. And I went, okay, how safe is it now? And she said, it doesn't make any difference, we're going. So we get into the square, and we hear screaming, and we see this guy, this big guy, and he's attacking this girl. And so Meryl just runs towards them, and I just run after her, and the guy sees us, he turns around, and he starts running towards us, and I thought, oh, we're gonna get killed.
Oh, Cher, that's the end.
So we split up, and he ran between us, and we went and we got the girl, and he wanted her purse, but she wasn't giving it up. And so he had ripped her blouse. And so we're, you know, kind of patting her down and, you know, are you okay? Is anything, you know, can we do anything, whatever? And then she stood back and she went, Meryl Streep and Cher. I've just been saved by Meryl Streep and Cher, and she was a singing waitress, and she said, I can't wait till I
Stop
go
it.
to work.
You do realise no one's ever believed her.
No.
No one's ever believed her. They've gone, yeah, all right, Meryl and Cher,
Right.
whatever.
No, the chick was just out of her mind with that. She
See,
forgot
now-
about the guy.
See, now this has made her life because she
Yes.
can go, I told you, to all her mates in the restaurant that said she was a liar. I can't believe that story. Whilst you were doing all the acting, it could have probably been quite easy for you just to stick to the acting, and because you were amazing at it, but singing has always been a passion for you.
I got into acting because I couldn't get a job singing. Nobody wanted to
What?
know me.
That's
yeah.
why?
Yeah. I've been dropped from 2 record companies.
Right, that's really shocked me. I thought
Okay.
that was a conscious decision.
No. I always think of myself as a bumper car, and when I hit the wall, I just back up and go somewhere else. You know? But when I got dropped from one company, I went back to England,
Come back home
you know?
to us.
Rob Dickens, head of Warner's UK, said, I don't think you're done, come over here. So I came over. The first album wasn't a success, but then he said, I want you to do a disco album. And I went, I'm not doing that.
Wasn't for you.
No, I said, you know, I don't have any street cred. I'm not going to just, I said, I did one disco song 30 years ago or something. And I said, I'm not going to do it. And then he said, okay, Cher, what if I just send you songs, and when you like a song, you'll tell me.
Yeah.
So that's what happened. So my manager leaves me, I get dropped, I go over there, and I make believe.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside, and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. It's so sad that you're leaving. It takes time to believe it. But after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Oh, do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough. No. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough. No. Well, I know that I'll get through this, 'cause I know that I am strong. And I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. I don't need you anymore. No, I don't need you anymore. Do you believe in life after love?
Believe sort of came a little bit like a guardian angel, didn't it?
It was so unexpected. I mean, I couldn't have ever predicted it, you know, because especially since the first album didn't do anything, and Believe was so hard because it wasn't very good in the beginning.
Well, this is, I really want to ask you about this, because am I right in saying this took sort of years to make Believe?
No, it wasn't that. It took a lot of people, and everybody
Right.
was writing a different thing, and nothing was going right.
So why was it
and-
not working?
Because the verses were not good, but the chorus was great.
So it was a really catchy chorus, sounded great. but-
Right. And I also wrote a piece of it, and I was so stupid. I didn't ask for writers, and the reason I wrote it was out of kind of desperation and being pissed off, because the chick in the song was heartbroken for the first verse, and I thought, there's no way she's going to be heartbroken in the second verse. It just doesn't go that way for me.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in the bathtub. I had my toe stuck in the faucet, and I was thinking.
There's an image.
Right. I was thinking, I've had time to think it through, and maybe I'm too good for you. And that's how I thought this girl should be, you know? And then my assistant said, you should put in for writers. And I went, no, I just want to make the song better. And so I didn't. And then I could have kicked myself.
Well, not to rub salt in the wound, but you know what I'm going to say.
I have no idea what you're going to say.
It became the UK's biggest selling single by a female artist even to date now.
That's crazy.
How's that salt? How's that
Right.
salt?
And I made it here.
And you made it here. You made it here because you were living over here. You were living in Wapping at the
Right.
time, wasn't you?
Yes, I first lived in, I loved Wapping.
Beautiful
And
place.
everybody said, no, it wasn't a great place then.
That's what I grew up around that way.
All right, everybody said, are you crazy? You're living in Wapping? And I said, yes, and it's fabulous. I lived in a rum warehouse.
Yeah.
And I had a beautiful apartment, amazing. And they called it a California flat, which I never got the idea. And there was a disco boat that used to come by and
Like
go
party
around
boat.
it, go around in front of my house
Yeah.
forever. And we had a big swing. We could swing out over this.
You what?
Yeah.
You had a swing.
Yeah. I mean, it was there when we got there. This huge swing, and if you opened the doors, you could swing out over the balcony.
Basically over the river.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What was it like living in London in the 90s?
It was great. I mean, it was great. I used to roller skate, and in Wapping, there's places to go.
I mean,
you
they're
know?
cobbled streets though, Cher. You need to be careful.
No, it was great. I was fine.
So Believe happened. Once that record was actually made, it had changed because you said you went through all this rigmarole of the song's not good enough. I don't think it's. You didn't think it was good enough at certain points. You wanted to write the second verse. It's now become a bit more empowering. And then we had this technology come in.
No, after I had the fight with Mark, the next day I saw this great guy, Rochford, on the morning show, and he was singing into vocoder. I asked Mark, what about a vocoder? And he said, no, it won't work. And he said, but I just got this thing called a pitch machine, and it wasn't even called auto-tune then, pitch machine, and let me try something, because I think I might be onto something. Give me a couple hours. And I said, okay. So it came back in a couple of hours, and he said, sit down. And I kind of got nervous, because when anybody says sit down, you don't know what's going
I
to
don't
you don't know
wanna.
what's going to happen. And so he played it for me, and later he told me he was really terrified. He played it for me, and I just thought, this is the most amazing thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Instantly.
Yes. And the thing I loved most about it was you didn't know it was me.
See, I think it does sound like you.
I know, but it doesn't.
Cher, that song, I know you know this, but from a little gay boy like me.
Well, you're a big gay boy.
I'm a big gay boy
Okay.
now. That's what they call me.
Okay.
For me, hearing that song, this new sound was like, wow, this is the world I'm going to grow up in now. And I still love Believe to this day. I think it's an amazing song. But did you ever imagine that first time that you heard it and fell in love with it after what had been done to it, did you realise how much of an impact that was about to have on the music industry?
Never. Never. We just thought we were doing this little thing. We found this little cool thing, and it never occurred to me that it was going to be here forever. It'll be here forever.
It will be. I mean, there's songs now being made with no vocalist, and it's all being done by AI now.
Yeah.
It's absolutely crazy.
Can I tell you how much AI pisses me off?
Go on, I'd love to hear that.
Okay, I mean, I could put a string of things together. But I mean, I've worked my entire life to be who I am, and they're gonna bring in some,
Robot.
yeah, and to be me, and there's nothing you can do about it. They just get to. So that's my little story about that.
But I think it's a really valid point.
It is.
Your share.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't get to have another one.
No, why would we want another
I
one?
don't know.
We've got you.
It would be too much. It would be one too many.
No, never too much, but we're happy with the one we've got, I
Okay.
think. I had the great pleasure of going to the V&A earlier today to see the Divas exhibition with some of your iconic outfits on display.
I was 5 and he was 6. We rode on horses made of sticks. He wore black and I wore white. He would always win the fight. Bang, bang. He shot me down. Bang, bang. I hit the ground. Bang, bang. That awful sound. Bang, bang. My baby shot me down.
Cher, we need to talk about your outfits.
I know.
You are, I mean, you're a fashion icon. I mean, we've got pictures like here of, I mean, this one.
Yes.
When
You know
was
why
this?
I did that?
Go
I
on.
was so pissed off.
Why?
I was so pissed off because I heard that I couldn't get nominated for a film because my boyfriends were too young and I didn't dress like a serious actress.
I'm sorry?
Yes. So I went to Bob and I said, Bob, I want something so outlandish and I have an idea. I want it to be like the most beautiful Native American outfit that follows it but isn't it exactly. And I want to have a huge mohawk. And he came up with that.
You look beautiful.
I ran into Jane Fonda backstage and she went, wait, don't go out there yet. I got to get in my seat because I want to see this. So I walked out and I said, as you can see, I got my Academy handbook on how to dress like a serious actress.
I love the fact that you've never been frightened of putting two fingers up and going, this is who I am,
Yeah.
and this is what I do. And you mentioned Bob, the amazing Bob Mackie,
Yes.
who you've worked with for many years now. I got to see some of his original sketches earlier today. How did you first meet him?
I first met him, Sonny and I were doing Carol Burnett show, and Bob did all of her costumes. And we went there, and it was a big dressing room, and he could come in and blah, 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 blah. So I was standing there. I got there early, probably the only times I've ever been early in my life. And he walked in the door, and he was so beautiful. He had been in Mexico, and his hair was really blonde, and he had a suntan. And I thought, my God, I said, you're much younger than I thought. And he said, and you're much smaller than I thought. He said, and I'm so thrilled. And so he made me this outfit, and I said to Sonny, if we ever had a show, he would make my outfits.
He's the one.
And he did.
And, I mean, you've had a fashion love affair with him.
Forever.
Forever. What is it about him and his outfits that make you go, that's me?
Well, first of all, he started designing just for me, you know. I mean, he didn't design just an outfit. He knew what would be great for me. He always knew. And also, I wasn't afraid to wear anything.
You were never afraid to wear anything,
No.
even to the point where a lot of sometimes the press, as you say, the Academy and things like that would sort of vilify you, I suppose, in a way, for some of your outfit choices.
Yeah.
For days now, everyone's been talking about what you're going to wear. You got to show us this outfit and explain it to us.
I don't know. This is like something that Erte, if he was designing my dress tonight, probably would have done it. Bob and I thought about it for a while, and there was a black leather jacket. I mean, we went through so many changes. And then, it was really weird. I mean, Coca-Cola wanted to see it before they would allow me to come tonight. It was unbelievable. You know, I mean, people were like so weirded out about this dress, and I feel it's quite appropriate for the evening.
So, listen, Cher, have you ever looked back at any point in your life and gone, I wish I didn't wear that?
Well, once I designed an outfit that he said, Cher, please don't tell anybody I did this. Because it was my idea, but I went way too far. But it was turn back time, and I was on the battleship I mean, you would see it on the beach, but you just wouldn't see it in walking down the street or anywhere. So, but I didn't care. And I mean, the song was a huge...
Never been frightened to experiment. We've seen you with so many different hairstyles, the outfits. How much of that is Cher, the little girl, and how much of it is the persona that we see as Cher, do you think?
I think they're one and the same. You know, I think they're one and the same because it's like being able to dress up in the most beautiful things that you could imagine. And we were poor growing up, so for me, it was, you know, it was just amazing. And every time I would go in for fitting, because he and I fitted for 3 hours every Wednesday night, and I would go in and it would just be like one amazing thing after another. And Raymond used to say, his partner used to say, she's like your Barbie doll.
Yeah.
And
Dress her up.
Right, and she can wear anything. And I just did. I just wore, if he made it, I wore it, and I didn't care.
And, you know, you've had such a great relationship with him over the years. You are one of the world's most recognisable women. Did you ever, or have you ever, said, Bob, make me a little something, I want to go out in disguise today?
No, he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't. That's not in him.
Not
you
in
know?
him?
No.
Have you ever gone out in disguise?
Sure. Well, no, because I've had so many hair colors. But I mean, I go out in my jeans. I mean, I'm still that person. I'm still the jeans person. I go out in my hair, which is still long, you know, and I love wigs. And I got used to wearing wigs on Sonny and Cher because we were doing so many sketches
Yeah, of course.
that we had to just keep changing with no time. And
Just
so
become
it
a
was,
thing.
it was fabulous.
Yeah, it works.
It was necessity, the mother of invention.
The mother of invention.
'Cause I'm strong enough to live without you. Strong enough, and I quit crying long enough. Now I'm strong enough to know you gotta go. There's no more to say, so save your breath and walk away. No matter what I hear you say, I'm strong enough to know you gotta go. So you feel misunderstood? Well, baby, have I got news for you on being used? I could write the book, but you don't wanna hear about it. 'Cause I've been losing sleep, and you've been going cheap. And she ain't what half of me is true. Now I'm telling you that I'm strong enough to live without you. Strong enough, and I quit crying long enough. Now I'm strong enough to know you gotta go.
I'm looking at some of these pictures and I can see this one with you and Elton and Diana.
Yes.
I mean, the fashion around that time as well. I mean, you were a pioneer, but it seems like everyone else was following suit. Cher.
Absolutely. They had their own thing. I mean, Elton, met Elton the first time he came to America, Elton and Bernie. And they were so cute. They were just so adorable. And then we became great friends, and Diane and I were already great friends.
I mean, it's just, to me, that's such an iconic photo, the three of you.
Okay, one time, Elton and Diane and I were going down the street. I think Bet might have been with us, and we were eating
I
cherries.
love it how you're like, I think Bet might have been with us.
No,
I'm like having a heart attack
no.
here, Cher.
So, and we were eating cherries, and we kept going into these, you know, shops, and like the people were really happy that we were there, but they were thinking, oh my God, they're going to get cherry juice everywhere,
over
and we were
everything.
hysterical, and we were just being like running down. We were running down the street, going into every shop we saw.
Just loving life.
Yeah,
Just
we were in
literally
New York,
loving
and it was
life.
just great.
But you can see that in that photo, I think, looking at the three of you as well. You can just see how much fun you're having together. One thing you mentioned earlier was that you felt like a bit of a Barbie doll, wearing all your outfits and dressing up. And you felt like one a bit, but you did actually become one because you brought out your own doll.
Yes.
I mean, it's quite a feat. I mean, yeah, you got the singing and the acting, but you got a big old doll.
Yeah.
And I'm very pleased to say,
No.
I've got her here. Here she is.
Great costumes, she has great costumes.
I mean, the costumes, they're
Bob
like for
did them.
like.
Bob did them all.
Bob Sundays.
Yeah.
This is what I love about it.
Yeah, he designed all of them.
Well, it got me thinking about dolls.
Yes.
Because I thought, well, Cher's doll was the best-selling doll in the world. Who better in the world to ask about doll advice? So I thought I'd get my own doll made. This is the very first one. And I thought I'd ask you what you thought of my Rylan doll.
Oh, he's not as pretty as you.
Oh, Cher, you know all the right things to say. What do you think? Do you think the likeness is quite good?
No, because he's not as handsome as you are.
Cher. I mean, I was trying to model myself to look like him. Do you think-
Nuh-uh,
do you think I should
don't.
stop?
Not even.
Do you want? This is actually a little gift from me to you. To say
Okay,
thank
I'll
you,
take it.
To say thank you for this interview today. You've got the world's first and only, and none will ever be promoted again, Rylan dolls.
Well, you know what? The beard is pretty good, and the hair is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the black, how can you go wrong?
Got to go the black.
Oh, you've got, almost
It's wearing
got your
my
little
outfit as
suit.
well.
Yes.
Cher, it feels like you've lived 1,000 lives in your wonderful career. And there's been so many different eras of Cher. And this is probably an impossible question, or it might be a really easy one for you. But looking at your entire career, what's been your personal favourite Cher era that you've had?
Oh, I can't tell you because I've been written off in so many eras and then come back. And people always go, oh, you always reinvented yourself. And I thought, no, I haven't. I've just been out of work and then come back. And I don't know, because who would have thought would have this song now, this album now, and this song now? I mean, I'm older than dirt, so it just is like, you know, it's like doesn't seem like this would be my time to shine. But in every decade, there's been a big hit record and Academy. I mean, like, I'm trying to write a book, and it's so impossible because I've lived too long and done too much.
I mean, it's going to be a big old book.
Yeah, like, you're going to have people carry it around.
It's going to be like an encyclopedia.
And yeah, that's what I would like to make. You know how many people won't know what an encyclopedia is.
It's a big old book.
Right. So, no, but the book is hard, and they tried the movie, and it's just, they're trying again now because it's just kind of impossible to squish it all in.
Cher, I want to ask you on a personal note. You sing about, do you believe in life after love?
Yes.
Do you believe in life after love?
Yes.
Is there hope for me?
Yeah, absolutely. But are you looking for love or fun?
We're always looking for love, come on.
Okay.
But I'm happy for fun if you're offering.
Okay. Fun is good if you don't have love.
There you go.
You're looking for love, you can have fun till you find it.
Okay, all right, I'll take that on board. Cher.
Yes?
This has been the biggest pleasure of my life. You are such an icon, and you are everything I've wanted you to be and more in real life. Thank you so much for sitting down and talking to me, and I really hope our paths cross again.
I hope so too. It's been, I mean, this has been easy, you know? Sometimes you're pulling teeth to do it, but then other times, I've had lots of luck, but you probably might be the most fun.
I will own that one. Thank you so much, Cher.
You're welcome.
And I look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you.
Should we go shopping?
Yep.
Come, babe, let's go. Let's go out. Come on, babe. After you. What should we get? What are you looking for?
I don't know. Like, you can't tell. You just go and it hits you.
Babe, we'll have one of everything.
Okay.
Let's leave the viewers a little treat, eh? Come on.
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't breathe through. There's no talking to you. It's so sad that you're leaving. Takes time to believe it. But after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Do you believe in life after love?
Being asked to sit down with Cher was a no-brainer for me, but before I got here, I'll be honest, I was very nervous. But from the second I sat down with her, she made me feel at ease. She's kind, she's warm, and she's honest. And I really hope that's come across this evening, because she really is all of those things. And now I understand just why people love her so much. But I don't mean to be rude, I've got to go because she sat in the car and we're going shopping, so I'll see you soon. Cher, I'm coming, babe.